Where is Diddy? The embattled rapper last seen in Miami is MIA after Bombshell expose. Miami Herald. Blood threats and tears inside Diddy's nightmare workplace. Notorious B.I.G.'s mom. Okay, this is Rolling Stone. I want to slap the daylights out of Sean Combs. Diddy's missing daughter's graduation amid grand jury news. Diddy allegedly stalked J-Lo after breakup, okay? Federal grand jury to hear from Diddy's accusers. Eyewitness claimed Diddy allegedly beat college girlfriend with a belt in front of other students. John Legend says he's horrified. I mean, all these stories you're looking at. Diddy, 10 takeaways from our 6-month investigation. 7 most shocking claims from the... Go to the Rolling Stone one, by the way, Rob, if you can. 7 most shocking claims from the Rolling Stone expose on Diddy comes. It was such a long expose that the only person at this table that read it was Tom Ellsworth. That's how long it was.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Tom actually read the whole thing. And Tom, I'm going to come to you right after I read this. So the 7 shocking truths from the Rolling Stone expose. Diddy's abuse allegedly dates back to college. I just told you the story about him. His violent behavior reportedly started at Howard University. Multiple women recalled signs of a controlling and abusive personality. One former student claimed Diddy caressed her back without warning, prompting her to avoid him. Another said he flew off the handle when called out for cutting the cafeteria line. An eyewitness described Diddy beating his girlfriend with a belt, saying he screamed and hollered and acted a stone fool until she came downstairs. He whooped her butt, like really whooped her butt. Number 2, Sister Soldier allegedly warned Joy Dickerson Neal about Diddy. Diddy allegedly attacked a woman in his own Bad Boy office. Kirk Burroughs, co-founder of Bad Boy, and other witnesses claimed that had heard tear combs off a woman during an assault in 1994. Felicia Newsom, a former manager, recounted holding Diddy back from beating this girl's ass during another altercation. Former intern April Lampros also accused Diddy of sexually assaulting, claiming he forced her to perform oral sex and drugged her. 4, Diddy slighted Biggie Smalls on a posthumous Rolling Stone cover. Check this out. After the Notorious Biggie's death, Diddy allegedly prioritized his own debut album over Biggie for a Rolling Stone cover. Now that's dirty right there. Kirk Burroughs recalled suggesting Biggie for the cover, but Diddy insisted, no, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs' debut album, No Way Out, in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. Diddy later acknowledged Biggie's death boosted his album sales, saying at least 2 million of the 5 million copies No Way Out sold were due to his death. 5, Diddy allegedly broke a chair over the late music exec's head for dating his ex, Kim Porter. Diddy's former private chef, allegedly he requested a post-coital, what is that, Tom? Meal
post-coital, after sex.
After sex.
Meal and greeted her naked. Diddy was allegedly jealous of Tupac and Biggie's relationship.
Fucking guy,
Look at that outfit. Look at that outfit. Look at that outfit.
Diddy was reportedly jealous of the friendship between the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur. Photographer Monique Bund claimed Pac saw Diddy as a corny executive and had no respect for Puff. Diddy allegedly encouraged Biggie to write beefy songs, including the controversial Who Shot Ya?, which escalated the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Diddy denied offering $1 million to kill Tupac despite claims from former Crip Dwayne Keith Davis.
I'm just going to be real quick. There was a song back in the day by the Locks that called Money, Power, Respect, Street Love, Money, Power, Respect, Money, Power, Respect. He got the money, he got the power, he got the respect, and he developed basically a Messiah-like, God-like complex. And he thought that he was untouchable. Can't do anything. He's a billionaire. I want to say he might be the first black hip-hop billionaire. Was it Jay-Z or him? Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, tied neck and neck. But Jay-Z actually has none of these stories coming out. Dre, also a billionaire, has none of these stories coming out. It's so funny what's happening with Diddy because this was inevitable. You know the famous poem, "The Emperor Has No Clothes On"? Nobody around him told him, yo, bro, what are you doing? You tell me none of his handlers, none of his friends, no one around him was like, bro, what is going on right now?
It's not that nobody told him. You couldn't tell him anything. What the fuck are you going to tell a guy that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars or billion? He's going to tell you to fuck off. That's what's going to end up at. What are you going to tell a guy like that, bro? What are you going to tell him? It's not that he did it.
I don't know. I mean, but that's on him. No, because I know plenty of successful people, billionaire people, even PBD. They appreciate people around them that say, nah, man, I actually disagree.
But not everybody's like that, bro.
Well, clearly, he needed that.
Yeah.
So maybe word to the wise, if you're that person in power, have some not yes men around you. What's the famous Marcus Aurelius thing? Who did he have walking around him at all times? The emperor of Rome. He had a slave walk behind him that did what?
You're not that special.
You're not that
just a
special.
human being, yeah.
PBD, Diddy didn't have that in his life.
But here's the thing, though. How can you see that long list? I mean, the list of crap that he's done and he's gotten away with, and it seems to me that anybody that's a staunch supporter of the Democratic Party, rock the vote, go do this, they are protected, and he's can literally get away with murder. And you heard Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes goes like this. What, Adam? It seems to me like Democrats.
I would hardly.
If that was a Republican, if he voted for Trump, if he came out,
I'm going to hear you.
Okay, hold on. If he came out,
I'm going to say one thing and continue.
Go.
I would hardly make this political.
Why not?
And I would hardly say that he's getting away with anything. His life is ruined.
No, really? But is he in jail yet? Has he been arrested?
Who knows?
Well, no, but
this is not exactly a good look.
My point is, are you ready for this? If he was a Trump supporter,
They'd be done.
He'd be in fucking jail. Sorry for my language, I had to. He'd be in jail 5 years ago. Let's not play that game. And Matt Barnes, Pat, what did he say over there? Where are her teammates? Where are the coaches? All those girls that have been abused and had their asses beat and everything, like raped. Where are the fathers? Where are the friends and the family? Ricky, if one of your daughters, if that was your daughter getting dragged in that hotel, what would you have done?
That guy'd be dead.
You're going to jail. I'm going to jail. Where are all these people, these family members just sitting there going, man, I wish they really catch Diddy. Bullshit. Where are you guys at?
Well, you don't.
And it is political, Adam, to me, because it seems to me one side literally does whatever the hell they want. But if you, like from Menendez, from the guy from Jersey, from all these people, but if you are Republican, if you vote for Trump, jail. Straight to jail.
You know, I don't follow hip hop, and I
What?
Hold, breaking news, guys. What?
Go ahead.
hang on. I don't follow hip hop, and I'm generally aware of the personalities and the music that goes with it. But when all this broke, and when the Rolling Stone article came out, I read it out of just maybe an interest in conspiracy and crime,
Curiosity.
And what I noticed. I start looking at the things. Everybody's screaming about this, screaming about that, screaming about East West, screaming about did he have a finger on the trigger of what happened with Tupac or and all the things that go with that. And something jumped out to me, facts, and I noticed that Rolling Stone said they started their investigation, their 6th month's story that ended up in this huge article with facts. Talked to this person, they said this. Everything they put in there, they were attributing it, not an opinion. So they started doing this December, and I said, wait a minute. The Diddy raid in L.A. was March 25th. I went back and looked it up. And that was from the cops. You know what it tells me? Something happened toward the end of last year. Maybe it's an accumulation of things. And Rolling Stone starts investigating, and the feds start investigating, and then they get the raid on March 25th. The plane flies empty. What was in there? Empty of people. But remember, his plane went down to Florida.
Yep.
Diddy met it at Opelika, was pacing around down there. People were watching him. Something's going down, and I'm waiting for the flower of justice to bloom and show it what it is. Because Rolling Stone was working on this for 6 months, and in the middle of that, before the story's even published, after they've got interviews, the feds on March 25th do the raid. Something bigger is below the surface here, and I want to see it.
But that's very, and you told me that yesterday, which was very interesting. So anytime someone's doing an expose on you, you'll generally know. It's not a surprise when it comes out. Because an expose, in order to be a proper expose, it means you're doing what? Calling around and asking others.
Yeah.
And what happens when you call around and ask others to want to throw you under the bus? 1 or 2 people are not going to play games, right? They're going to be like, no, I'm not with it. And those people who you try to get expose, who you try to get things from, who are they going to call?
The source.
You.
Yeah.
They're going to call you and they're going to say, hey, just want to let you know, these guys are writing something on you. Be ready for it. Hey, just want to let you know, these guys are writing something on you. Be ready for it. Hey, just be. So I guarantee you, not only did Rolling Stone probably call the people that they were calling around, called Diddy, and Diddy knew that expose was coming out. You know who else knew? The Fed knew. The Fed and all the people that decided to go after him did not want this to come out after, and then they didn't do anything because they would look like idiots, okay? So these guys said, listen, we better go out there and take this guy out now to show strength before Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone cannot come before us. We have to come before Rolling Stone. Anyways, the way you broke that down when you said the 6 months and 2 months tells me maybe even Rolling Stone pushed the feds to go and raid his house. Maybe.
Or Rolling Stone heard that the feds were onto this and started writing their bigger
It could be
story.
both.
Could be
and
both.
the feds were sniffing around and Rolling Stone found it. Pete Travers was always a really well-connected guy at Rolling Stone. Jan Wenner was always really well-connected.
Yeah.
And so it's very, very interesting, the stuff that comes out.
Tom, I got to give you credit, man. You might not know hip hop, but you know the music industry. You know what's going on here. You're from the streets.
Tom doesn't play games. He ran track.
Tom's from Compton.
Have you seen Tom's
Straight out.
calves?
Tom's calves are ridiculous.
But speaking of fellow hip
Straight out of
hoppers,
Northridge, man.
that's right. You know, allegedly, you know, Kanye went on that rant in the Drink Champs, and he basically said, "Because he's a fucking Fed."
Yeah.
He basically accused Diddy of being a Fed. So we're talking about this Feds here. I don't know what's going on here, but legit, the best point that you made on Diddy is what's going to happen with this slow drip another month from now.
Yeah.
Another month from now. What's going to come out?
2 weeks ago.
What's going to come out? So let's see what happens here with Diddy. But you're absolutely right. When the Feds broke into Miami and LA the same day that was in March, what's happened? The Cassie tape just came out. What other tapes are out
Yeah,
there?
how do you-
The one lady said that there's a $500 million payment for tapes. Remember we played that a few weeks ago?
Yep.
Let's see what happens here.
Yep. Well, it's no good.
So if you're an angry patriot yourself, Vinny officially
Sick.
has the Angry Patriot Valuetainment Edition.
Damn right.
Where the O is the Valuetainment logo, with the back says Future Looks Bright.
Oh,
With the
yes.
sides got the American flag. So if you are an angry patriot, Vinny, what colors do we have these in?
We have that color, and then we also have green, right, Rob?
Rob,
we have
can
the
you
green
show
one,
it
which
on
is
the
sick.
back?
Sick.
Oh, and
Military green.
And Pat, just really fast, to let everybody know. A lot of people always go, Vinny, why are you so upset? And I always ask them, why aren't you? With everything that's happening, and being a veteran and having parents that are legal immigrants, Assyrians, Pat, as you know this, we don't have a country, which makes America that much more important. And that's why I get furious when people aren't speaking and aren't talking crap. So that's why I'm an angry patriot. Tom called it me live on the podcast, and we're going with it. And I am, and I'm proud to be an angry patriot.
There you go.
There's
It's
a
official.
shirt.
It's branded. By the way, go ahead and place the order before these things sell out. Last time we announced the allegedly shirt, we sold a few thousand shirts of the allegedly shirt. And all of a sudden, how come I'm not getting my supply? Because sizes go. So you can go ahead and place the order. Angry Patriot on VTmerch.com.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.